Hello, and thanks for joining us this Tuesday for our daily market coverage presented by CentFX, your reliable partner in trading. Here's today's financial headlines.
Meta traded at $368.21 on Monday, rising 7.1% as investor sentiment improved following tariff reductions on key tech imports. The stock reacted positively to easing cost concerns, particularly for AI infrastructure and digital advertising expansion. The Dow Jones fell 0.2%, the S&P 500 lost 0.3%, and the Nasdaq Composite declined 0.4% on Monday. Investors took profits following an early rally sparked by the US-China tariff reduction agreement, while rising Treasury yields pressured equities. WTI crude oil futures traded near $61.80 per barrel on Tuesday, stabilizing after recent gains, as investors shifted focus to Middle East tensions and OPEC Plus supply outlook. The Australian dollar stabilized around 63 cents after facing heightening volatility in the previous session as investors continued to assess the impact of the US-China trade agreement on the global economy. Ether traded at around $2,460 this Tuesday, decreasing by 1.3% in the last 24 hours. Looking back, over the last 4 weeks, Ether gained over 51.8%. Now let's review the major economic events of the day. At 6 a.m., the UK to release the unemployment rate for March, following 4.4% in February. At 9 a.m., the Economic Sentiment Index in Germany is expected to increase, after reaching -14 in April. At 12:30 p.m., the U.S. will release figures for the annual inflation rate of April, following 2.4% in March. Tomorrow's major economic events. At 6 a.m., Germany to release the annual inflation rate for April, following 2.2% in March. At 12:30 p.m., the building permits in Canada are expected to decrease, after reaching 2.9% in February. At 11 p.m., South Korea will release figures for the unemployment rate of April, following 2.9% in March.
And that's it for today's Market News Roundup, presented by CentFX. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow for more financial news.